Yesterday, we saw the Trump Organization and Alan Weitzelberg, one of Trump's top executives, get charged for major tax crimes. And it's all because Alan Weitzelberg refused to flip on Donald Trump that he's in this mess. But according to a source from within the Trump family, they know that the kids, Eric, Don Jr., and Ivanka, they will flip on Daddy to send him to prison to save themselves.
That raises the prospect that further charges could be brought against his children.
Yeah, it does. And I think they should be quite anxious right now. Donald, on the other hand, will expect the same kind and level of loyalty from them as he expects from Alan. As far as Donald's concerned, they have what they have because of him. And they should be willing to take whatever hit they're going to take. He doesn't understand, I guess, how these things work. Prosecutors won't stop at my cousins. They will be going for the bigger fish, which would be Donald, who's been running this organization for over 30 years now. So I think he would be surprised to learn that I don't believe my cousins would exercise that kind of loyalty towards him, because his relationship with them and their relationship with him is entirely transactional. So, and conditional, I should say. So they're not going to risk anything for him, just as he wouldn't risk anything for them. So it could get really, really interesting.
And so that's Mary Trump. That is Trump's niece, cousins of the kids. And what she's saying is, look, a lot of people that work for Trump are very loyal. For whatever reason, I'll never understand it. You probably don't either. They actually like Donald Trump. But ironic as it is, the kids are probably less loyal to Trump than many of his non-related staffers. They all understand how absolutely parasitic the Trump family is. How the family relationship isn't based on love or respect, but on transaction, as she notes. That everyone's in it for what they can get from someone else. So Donald Trump uses his kids as an ego boost, as part of his legacy building project. He doesn't actually love them. And his kids love Daddy only insofar as he gives them the money and the power and the prestige and all the opportunities that, based on their limited skill sets, they would never get otherwise. Ivanka Trump would never get a job in the White House. Don Jr. and Eric would never be corporate executives if not for the fact that their daddy gave them those opportunities. And so it's purely transactional. And so whereas Alan Weitzelberg, for some goddamn reason, is ready to go to prison for Trump, his kids will not do the same. And I think Mary Trump, as somebody from this disgusting family, would know better than most of us that is true. And this is important because, one, they are all executives or have been executives at the company. So if the company is facing charges, there's a high chance that they could therefore be charged themselves, or at least be dragged into this in a very direct way. And it also matters because Alan Weitzelberg is getting rung up for having executive perks, but then not claiming those as income. Getting things that should be claimed as income and then hiding those on his tax return, therefore stealing from the government essentially. And the same perks that he got also went to people like Ivanka and Don Jr. and Eric, because they're all top-level executives and they all got these bonuses. And as the report on Weitzelberg notes, when he got arrested, when he got charged, there are other executives who also got these perks and didn't claim them. And so, right now, Ivanka, Don Jr., Eric know the clock is ticking. And I think, honestly, because there's no love in this family, Donald better watch his back. Ivanka's already cut him out of her life, and Don Jr. and Eric, maybe they pretend to like Daddy, but they have no loyalty in their blood either. Donald Trump better be scared. He never loved his kids, and they never loved him.